Let's try 7 days a week.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live at the Steelmatic Network. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Man, how y'all doing today, man? Like, share, subscribe. Week 7 primetime matchup versus the Jets. Sunday night, episode 24. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today? Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash out, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. How y'all doing today, man? I appreciate y'all being on here with me, man. This fine Friday. TGIF. Thank God. Nice keep for Friday, man. You know, I know y'all out getting ready for the weekend and all the crazy festivities and whatnot, you know, and doing things with the family, etc. But man, I appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Like, share, subscribe, grow the channel, grow the content. Hit the cash shop, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Absolutely. How y'all work week going, man? How y'all work week going? Hopefully y'all having a productive work week. All things considered with the weather change and whatnot, you know, it's getting cold. I know some people, you know, they got some snow coming and frost warnings going, but hey, we still moving. We still moving. Absolutely. Man, appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. First and foremost, want to start the show off by giving a huge shout out and heartwarming shout out to all the storm victims and evacuees of Helene and Milton. All the victims of Helene and Milton, you know, if you was affected by the storm, any Helene and Milton, I know a lot of people in the mountains and around the mountain way were affected greatly. So they're without power and without water. Still, they're still under maintenance. The highway up that way and the cities up that way is still under heavy maintenance for water and power. And man, you know, if y'all was damaged or affected by the storm, please visit FEMA.gov, visit disaster relief assistance, the DRF website for federal assistance. If if your home was damaged, if you lost loved ones, you know, my condolences to you. But please don't hesitate to visit FEMA.gov and the disaster assistance website. Absolutely, man. If y'all just following in, man, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all being in here with me today. Happy Friday, TGIF. So let's jump right into it. Prime time matchup. But of course, I'm gonna do the recap on that Saints Broncos game. Saints Broncos game. If anyone of y'all was watching last night, the Saints and the Broncos. Broncos went into the Big Easy yesterday. So the Broncos went into the Big Easy yesterday to take on the Saints. You know, the tough, rugged Saints. Bo Nix and the Broncos, John Elway, they went in there to take care of business in New Orleans, home of Archie Manning. So Bo Nix, he went in the game going 16 for 26, passing on 164 yards. However, 0 touchdowns and 0 INTs. Williams, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, so he was 14 carries for 88 yards. Also, I'm sorry, excuse me. But the Saints, they didn't waver. They didn't falter. Well, one moment. So the Saints, Spencer Rattler, he went 25 for 35 on 172 yards passing. Heiner, he had one touchdown passing. He was 3 for 4 for 38 yards. And Wilson Jr., he had a receiving touchdown, which he was 6 receptions for 57 yards. But the Broncos defeated the Saints 33-10. 33-10. Broncos beat the Saints 33-10. So let's get into this injury report. So Steelers injury report. So we had some key guys that was missing from the prior weeks and that are currently questionable, and hopefully we get them back for Sunday on the Steelers lineup. Because as you all well know, Alex Highsmith, he's been out battling injury, you know, and he's been a significant piece on our defense for quite some time. And we've got a couple that are indeed questionable, and that has been limited, such as Roman Wilson and Montravis Adams. While a wideout we drafted, Ricky Whiteout, he's been questionable with an ankle injury. Montravis, and which has been limited. Montravis Adams, he's been limited as well with the small injury. Najee Harris and Damon Casey's been full participants all week. However, Nick Herbig and Zach Frazier did not practice. They've been limited a lot this week. Highsmith and Samalo and McCole Pruitt, they have been full-time practice participants all week. Cordell Patterson, he didn't practice. He's battling 8 Nixon bumps. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Larry Ogunjobi, and Dylan Cook. Dylan Cook is currently out Sunday. It's ruled out Sunday, but TJ, Cam, and Larry Ogunjobi did fully practice this week. Next topic, I want to get into Russ and Fields. Russ and Fields. Now, I know y'all all well know that heard the national media. Russ most likely going to start Sunday. Yeah, that's going to be what's going to be. So, and put up against a stingy, uptight defense in the New York Jets at home in Acrisure Stadium. Jets defense ranked third, ranked between the second and third mark, you know, but top tier defense. with all things considered, their personnel from Sauce Gardner to Brandon Eccles to Quentin Williams on the line on that front seven, a dangerous defense, a dangerous defense, nothing to play with. A dangerous defense, nothing to play with. Absolutely. Second in the defense. I'm sorry, number 2 in defense, second in the pass defense, 14th in the run defense, which means that one of our better chances at victory will be in the run game with Najee and Jalen, and but a stingy uptight defense, which is going to a stingy uptight defense, which that's stingy on yardage, stingy on points. All their losses came to contenders, and all within 6 and sub points. All losses came within 6 and under points. So, which in actuality only means that, we have to come to perform. It's going to be a tight game because I don't want to say virtually the same defense because they are a little bit more active. They have a couple more turnovers. However, Pittsburgh receiving corps is going to have to show up. Firemouth, Pickens, Van C3 definitely going to have to show up because that secondary is not going to cut any slack and spare no expense. So, even huger asset for us would be the run game, which they are 14th in the run. So, that is going to play major dividends for us. However, shuttling it back to the main topic, Russ and Fields. Russ, a guy that's coming off injury, getting his first start, and looking to make some adjustments, and if you could put it that way. No, it is an adjustment because you're looking for a guy, a veteran that's like I said, coming off injury, but looking to convert some stats, third down efficiency, fourth down efficiency, and scoring in the red zone as well. A crafty veteran that can put together drives, that can put together plays. As far as extending plays, that would be more so Fields' lane in this instance, and I'll tell you why. Because whenever you got somebody that's coming off injury, especially a wheel, a foot, a leg, hamstring, knee, ankle, any of the sort, for defense, that's more incentive for a defense to pressure, put more hurries on you, and more blitzes on you. So, and being that Russ is not as young as he is not as spry as he used to be, that's going to make him vulnerable to a defense such as the Jets. And playing at prime time, you're going to look and make a statement because this is a statement game. Of course, they did just acquire Devontae Adams. So being that their record does say 2-2, it is a bit deceptive. And prior to acquiring Devontae Adams, on paper, elite team. Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, minus Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and that receiving core that he have in Alan Lazard, Tyler Conklin, and the rest of the supporting cast. A productive supporting cast, very productive supporting cast. But back to the topic at hand, Russ indeed, is definitely going to have to get rid of the ball in the pocket very fast because if you're anybody with a bad limb or any type of nagging injury of any sort, you are going to have to get that ball off the pocket, off the line, quick, fast, and in a hurry for the seams and for the developments of the offense. And you have to make some plays and not relying solely upon your run game, which is should be the greatest weapon, the greatest asset in this matchup. But looking to move the chains in other various ways, and other guys such as Boz, but we're not expecting, like I said, we're not expecting him to kick 6 to 12 field goals a game. Well, Sunday night, but Russ is definitely going to have to move the chains and then get the ball off the line quick, fast, in a hurry, because that blitz will be coming. But him getting first team reps all week over Fields, I mean, I understand it, but Fields breaking up the camaraderie, breaking up the cohesion, the chemistry of the offense, and just kind of monkey wrenching, if you will, um, the whole jail offense, and being that the highs and lows, the ebbs and flows, and just but hopefully, all things considered, we can make those adjustments in those stats, and all things considered, bulk up in these last final 2 weeks before the bye, and make some adjustments and turn things around, especially in the third down efficiency and the scoring efficiency as well. So um we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We all know what Mike Tomlin means when he says his day to day with the decision, but looks like, honestly, the decision has already been made. Okay. So, be that as it may, Russ gets the job and takes care of business on Sunday, and has all the production that he needs. But let's be honest, that secondary and that defense and the Jets is no slouch, no lay down. Still, his offensive line production, which has been sketchy thus far, sketchy and yet compromising. And it's one of the things to where Russ sitting back there in the pocket is a dangerous thing, also with a bad leg, a bad wheel. And because, you know, everybody plays with nicks and bruises, and, 37, late 30s, a bad leg recovery just is not the same. So, be that where it is, he definitely can't rely on the offensive line, but our line is definitely going to have to show up and produce. But the main portion is where Russell definitely has to be productive and quick, fast, in a hurry. He can't wait for whether it's he's going to have a lot of incompletions. He's going to have a lot of rush to shake off. So production will be slow. It will be a slow start, and it will be he will get touched some. That for sure. That for sure. All things considered, he will get touched a lot. So we talk about it being an offensive chess match, and you know, it being a back and forth. But like I said previously, Aaron Rodgers is not one you want to get behind on nor go back and forth with. So, I think he's one of the top leaders in fourth quarter comebacks. But like I said, that's just one guy you don't want to play from behind on, nor go back and forth with and have a tick for tack match with. Being that he has personnel, and he's a good strategist, when it comes to um, moving those chains, and also with this supporting cast, getting the job done. Um, but like I said, all his losses came from contenders. All his losses came from contenders. All his losses, they have winning records right now. But of course, believe it, with Devontae Adams, they will turn their season around in the latter portion of the season. They very well will. In the latter portion of the season, turn their season around. But also with their excuse me, also with their with their defense and Devontae Adams helping their offense in a great significant way, that makes them a more dangerous makes them a more dangerous passing attack on the outside with him. But with him, Garrett Wilson, Tyler Conklin, Alan Lazard, and makes them a more dangerous threat for any secondary out there. And our secondary, JPJ, Mika Fitzpatrick, Corey Trice, Dante Jackson. They're gonna Beanie Bishop. They're gonna have their hands full. Very well gonna have their hands full because they're gonna look to move the chains. They're gonna look to, throw those dinks and dunks and those checkdowns, which has been aching us, has been plaguing us. But I think that we're gonna still a secondary is gonna be on top of it. Highsmith and TJ is gonna do and Larry Ogunjobi are gonna do all they can to stifle Aaron Rodgers and keep the pressure on him so that he's not getting those passes off as much. Because, let's be real. TJ put that pressure on you, it's null and void. So yeah. So definitely gonna be a high level matchup, primetime Sunday night. Gonna be I'm not seeing a blowout. I'm seeing a tight knit game, might be just by a field goal or two. But high level competition nonetheless. High level competition. Let's get into some of our front office woes. Now, if y'all been following Steelers media all week, we faltered on quite a bit. And it's just one of those things to where you see how receiving course looking very shabby, if you will, outside of Pickens and Freiermuth. And some things in which we were kind of in the mix for, but kind of in the mix for, but we fell off on, like the Brandon Ayuk situation, the Devontae Adams situation. Okay. So your statement was you're not getting an elite receiver and you're gonna stay with what you have, but one of your top producers is still unpaid. So my interpretation of that is, so if you had no intention of going to get another high profile receiver to complement George Pickens on the receiving core to kind of bulk up the receiving core, so and I'm producing, why am I not compensated? Why am I not paid yet? Why have I not seen an extension? Najee Harris. So you just giving a whole bunch of mixed messages about nothing because you're doing nothing. You know, I, we have a receiving core that's not doing much. That's borderline anemic, and it, it's just not turning the curve. And these last final 2 weeks, who knows? Might see something done during the bye week, um, or after the bye. Who knows? But it's definitely something to keep an eye on because it is indeed affecting production. I mean, if I'm somebody that's put in all the work and still haven't seen an extension or any view of gratification, I'm I would want to say half stepping, but I'm definitely not going 100% because I'm not showing any incentive that I'm being invested in. So Najee Harris, he does have that looming over his head, and I just see that as a huge negative with the Marcon and Art Rooney. But has been some previous instances that we've seen over the years in the Steelers franchise, especially with player of his talent, of his magnitude. We saw that with Lev Bell. We saw that with Hines Ward. We saw that with Troy. And, Troy Polamalu. We saw that with him a bit. But definitely nonetheless, that is something that we're gonna have to figure out in the coming weeks because Najee has been surely been an asset for us. He has surely been an asset for us, and he will continue. He will always be because he always shows up. He's always been available. The best ability is availability, and that is Najee Harris. That is Najee Harris all the way. If you're just coming in, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. So I put it up this week. What's the likely? How many times can Aaron Rodgers get? I'm sorry. How many times can T.J. Watt get to Aaron Rodgers? How many times can T.J. Watt get to Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers, he's actually coming off that bad Achilles injury himself. He's not as mobile. However, you don't want to leave him in the pocket long at all. I mean, because with that core and that group, he'll figure some things out. And he will give him the ball. He's still an exceptional passer, 13 plus 100 yards on the season thus far, and much well very capable passer. However, with our pass rush, TJ and company, Highsmith back, Ogunjobi, and hopefully Nick Herbig's back. No, Nate Herbert's back. So that we have that passing attack back so that we can stifle Aaron Rodgers in some way. And because primetime Aaron Rodgers always show up. That's when Aaron Rodgers is the most elite. That's when he's the most effective. And we want to stifle him early. Want to get after him early. Want to put hits on him early, sacks on him early, and get early stops and early takeaways on Aaron Rodgers. And we want to keep him off the field as much as possible and not tire out our defense like we've been doing previously, putting the ball 6 to 8 times a game, costly penalties, and we just can't beat ourselves going up against the Jets. Okay, so one thing we want to do, we want to limit our penalties, and we want to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. And keep constant pressure on Aaron Rodgers. But as you well know, Acrisure Stadium is not a place that Steelers get calls on for them. It's not a place that we get calls going our favor. But yet, such is life. We don't cry about it. We roll with the punches. And it's just one of those things to where we have to make the adjustment going into the Sunday night matchup, and then just looking to stifle I consider Jets a top defense because, or I consider Jets a top contender because all their losses came to contender, and it's still early. It's still early in the season, and we're just hitting the median. But the great thing about it is, tides turn for the better or for the worse, but for both tides turn. But make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. We are coming to put Jets in the Allegheny. All things considered, there won't be any JFK or LaGuardia for them. So we got to leave them in the Allegheny. We have to. We have to dominate them. We have to put all pressure we can on them because, be honest, they come in loaded. They come in loaded. They come in loaded with all their arsenal, and they're not underrated in any way. They're just, they're competitive. They're gonna come to compete. So, being with the personnel that they have, it's not going to be an outlandish game. It's going to be high level. It's going to be competitive, start to finish. It's going to be a low scoring. It's going to be a mid scoring game, I would say. Mid scoring game, I would say. But that could change based on how many stops and early takeaways our defense can get. Now, if our defense in secondary get early takeaways, it will be, the complexion of the game will indeed change. It will indeed change. And also to go along with the Dante Jackson and JPJ, bearing on which we play zone coverage or man coverage. We may mix up the two because Devontae Adams is expected to play, and if you ever seen Dante Adams play, he's dominant. He's dominant. He's a problem. Not to mention Garrett Wilson, Tyler Conklin, and Alan Lazard, and of course Mike Williams, because a lot of people have a tendency to get up when it comes to playing the Steelers, and plus playing the Steelers in prime time. You know, you saw that with the Cowboys, guys who don't normally make plays, but against us, they're making plays. But you know, not to mention, you know, they're not subpar material. They are indeed competitive material, and they are a worthy opponent, if you will. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Shout out the lovely Rose. The lovely Rose. How you doing today, Rose? How you doing today, beautiful Rose? You doing all right? Happy Friday to you, TGIF. How you doing today, Rose? Merry Christmas, G Honda. Not quite Christmas yet, but I love Christmas nonetheless. Rose, if you don't send me a Christmas gift, early Christmas gift in the form of Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, I will not tell you no. I promise you, I will take it with great ingratiation and appreciation. Yes, Rose, this is indeed alive. This is indeed alive. You know, I know a lot of people out and about on this busy Friday, out with football games, soccer practice, and all that good stuff, all that family oriented stuff. And you know, I know a lot of people are very busy on Fridays. You know, of course, you know, doing a lot of other things. You know, shopping. I'm about to, in a couple hours, I'm about to hit Target and go shopping myself. So, you know, I truly understand, but I appreciate the replay gang as well. Oh yeah, Rose. Oh yeah, Rose. How your Friday going? How your week going? Hope you had a productive week. Hopefully, you had a productive week. So yeah, so it's gonna be definitely gonna be a high level matchup on Sunday night. Potential game of the week. Um, Mike Tomlin got his work cut out. Arthur Smith got his work cut out. Um, Russ man, you gotta come with it, man. You have to come with it. You have to come to play. You have to come to perform. You know, and I know you ain't 100, man. You know, nobody's ever 100% in the league. You know, especially playing prime time. Prime time, you 100% means you more like 65, 70%, because you know you playing with those jitters, and also you playing with all that anxiety, and you know you want to do well, but you want saying one thing, your body saying another, and also you got the opposition that's going to be coming at you play after play, because I know Jets defense is going to blitz him to no avail. And that's kind of the thing with him and Fields. I mean, you got one guy that's young, spry, mobile, and Russ is just, well, not just, but Russ is the veteran, the crafty veteran that looks to come in and impose his will and in a productive way. And Russ is definitely going to do that, but it's going to be more so on the run. I think we're going to rely more on run attack as far as the game plan, and being that they are 14th in the run stop, um, but more so on the run attack with Najee and Jalen. But I think those holes are definitely going to those receiving holes are definitely going to come open. Being that Russ is a crafty veteran, he's going to see the reads a lot quicker, a lot faster, and you know. But depending on which receiver team is going to show up with Fry Move Pickens, Van Jefferson, and CA3. So they actually got to come and productive on the seams, and I'm looking to for a fire move to come alive. I'm like, man, look, that $50 million grants more than just 5 to 6 catches a game. You got to make top tier. You making top tier tight end money. You need to give top tier tight end production. That's all I'm saying. What you got, Rose? What you got, Rose? You had a great week. I hit my step goal 4 out of 5 out of the days. 4 out of 5. Okay, your fitness goals. Okay, that's good there. That's good there. Yeah, health is wealth. Fitness, yes, absolutely. Fitness is everything. Fitness is everything. Fitness should be a way of life. Yeah, fitness over everything. That's right. I know that's right. No, that's right. Keep at it. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. So yeah, that primetime Sunday night matchup, our run game is gonna be the key to it all. I think as long as we control the time of possession, as long as the Steelers control the time of possession and keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, that's going to be a key component. Yeah, because we don't want to wear down our defense, punting the ball 6 to 8 times a game, and that nonsense. That Matt Canada and Todd Haley type deal and situation. But definitely, want to implement some different things, and incorporate guys like Darnell Washington and Connor Hayward more, guys that are potentially productive, and throwing some more things into the offense that a lot of people haven't seen or not accustomed to, because the Jets, Jets are a trick, and then especially with that defense, you got to throw some tangible, some different tangibles that they're not used to seeing. So yeah, you got to throw some things at them that they're not used to seeing, and then not nothing crazy like jet sweeps or anything like that, but kind of mixing up, not looking stagnant, because I know a lot of times our defense look frail, and I know that's because they don't. Our offense will look frail because they don't want to let Justin Fields off the leash, but that's exactly what you should have been doing. Because you got a guy that's willing and able to stretch plays in the Justin Fields, and that has to going forward, adopt a Big Ben like style of play. But of course, younger, more athleticism. But when that time comes, you know, when that time comes, it'll come. But I like from day one, I always knew that I look at Justin Fields as a rookie type like quarterback, because Chicago, let's be real, he was just playing off pure athleticism, wasn't developed at all. So he's still in those developing stages to where he's a grown a growing productive progressing product. But no, for sure. But nonetheless, a high level matchup. Steelers and Jets. Gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. They may be 2-4, but make no mistake. Make no mistake. This is a dangerous team. All their losses came from 6 or less points, and they're prime come to play. Quentin Williams, Sauce Gardner, Brandon Ickles. If I'm saying it, I'm pretty sure I might be butchering his name, but no, it's definitely going to be a high level matchup. Definitely going to be a high level matchup. Tune in. Also tune in to the Steelmatic Network with G Honda, all things Pittsburgh Steelers, and then and also with the also on Steelers end, Russell has to come out and be Russell of old. Russell can't sit in that pocket too long. He's gonna have a lot of force passes out of bounds, because that blitz is gonna come. They're gonna send that blitz. I doubt if Jets defense is just gonna sit back in the pocket or sit back in the zone and let Russ pick him off and win Russ is coming off that bad leg. They're gonna blitz him. They're gonna pressure him. They're gonna get as many hurries on him as they possibly can. Absolutely. Rose, what up, Rose? How you from Louisiana, live in Carolina, but a Pittsburgh fan? Okay, Rose, I'll oblige. I won't. I don't take that as an insult. I mean, actually, I'm proud of all the above. Okay, so yeah, so born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Um, been in Pittsburgh, still a fan my whole life. My whole life. Been in Pittsburgh, still a fan my whole entire life. Jerome Bettis, one of my favorite players. Um, actually, ever since I've been, watching football. Ever since I've been watching, following football, being a football fan, been a Jerome Bettis fan all my life. Live in the great state of Carolina. Carolina's beautiful if you've never been. One of the most beautiful, one of the first founding states of the 13 colonies, I might add. If you're a historian like me, historic nerd. But yeah, yeah. But Rose, if you, I'm saying, if you want to get on the bandwagon, if you want to get on the Steelers bandwagon, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Get your little Steelers hat, get you a Troy Polamalu jersey, or a Big Ben jersey, or a Jerome Bettis jersey. Oh, get the Bumblebee jersey, the one with the black and yellow stripes. Yeah, and listen and sit in your room and play Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow. There you go. Shout out to you, Rose. Shout out to you, Rose, man. I appreciate you, Rose. Rose, you putting anything on the parlay? I know you betting on this weekend games. I know you betting on these games this weekend. What you got on the spread this weekend, Rose? I know you betting on our game. You probably betting on us to lose, Rose. I'm kind of disappointed in you. Oh, you laughing? Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely been a Steelers fan my whole life. Love my Steelers, man. Love the game of football, but diehard Steelers fan. Diehard Steelers fan. Not betting on nothing. Yeah, Rose, that sounds very believable. That sounds very believable. Yep. Oh, you get you. Oh yeah, go on Amazon. They got some good cheerleader outfits. You have to go on Amazon though. Steelers, yeah, Steelers cheerleading outfits got the best ones. Yeah. So go on Amazon or yeah, they got some good. Yeah, go find some on Amazon. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being in here, man. I appreciate y'all being in here, man. I appreciate excuse me. Appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Yeah, I know y'all busy out there on this busy Friday. A lot of y'all probably stuck in traffic to be real. A lot of y'all probably stuck in traffic because y'all get off in that traffic, that rush hour traffic time. So shout out Rath. Rath, I appreciate you being in here. Appreciate you being here, Rath. Hey G Honda, salute. Salute to you too. Salute to you too. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Absolutely. Absolutely. What you got, Rose? Started binging the Dallas Cowgirl documentary on Netflix. Oh man. The Dallas Cowgirls. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, something good about the Cowboy. Something good about the Cowgirls. The Dallas, you know, situation, if you want to call it that, because it ain't the football team, but they do have some attractive cheerleaders, though, nonetheless. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Help me grow the channel, trying to get past that 500 subscriber market so I could get monetized. I just cleared the 205 mark. So yeah, I'm just trying to climb and grow the channel. Help me share the content, man. Tell everybody that's still a fan about the channel. If they not still a fan, they need to be, because we the real America's team. Yep. Everybody knows it. It ain't the Cowboys, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the black and yellow. The only true colors that matter. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also, man, but yeah, man, but no, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. This don't happen without y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Wrath, Rose, man, the whole chat, the SBC, uh, Theo Cool, uh, Divine Photo, X, man, the whole support, and this don't happen without y'all, man. Absolutely, Rose. The road to 500, man. The road to 500 to get monetized and start making money. And it's yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. I appreciate all y'all support, man. This don't happen without y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. But definitely, I want to start doing live streams on the game, but I know a lot of people gonna be out watching, and I don't want to interrupt people Sunday. But like I said, I got some more things up the pipe for the show, man. You know, just trying to fiddle everything together, you know, especially with panel shows and interviews and whatnot. Well, yeah. Um, but definitely funneling in more things with the show and with the network. And you know, I'm building that as I'm flying it. You know, I'm still putting the propellers and the rotors on there, and still building everything up together. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all more than words will say. Make sure y'all hit that community tab. Hit that community tab, you know, just to stay on par, you know. I'm with the information and things I'm dropping, and you know, share the channel, grow the network, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Rose, Rav, the whole gang. Appreciate y'all being here. Hit that notification. I'm gonna be back on Monday at 4 p.m. Monday at 4 p.m. Monday at 4 p.m. Hit that notification. Rose, especially you, Rose. I bet you'll never hit your notification, Rose. Nah, Rose, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Rose. But nah, definitely, man, hit that link, man. Share that link around, man. Share that link everywhere. And then, you know, keep on the lookout on the community tab, man. But man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network. Keep it locked. I will see you guys Monday. Until next time, have a great weekend.